You are so disgraceful with it. What I like to make is not change what
What you mean?
Him forget it, man.
Call up him bumbo clot.
Him forget it, guys. If you put a reason, him forget it, man. Come and eat that, me say.
What you mean if he dead, man?
That me say a war, man, war them, you know. Kill a woman in there. Eh? What you mean if you kill a woman if you dead, brother? Blood clot, do it. Beat the blood up. Let me pick the blood up and can't left that the man there alive, brother.
Key pieces of evidentiary material that are outstanding in the case involving Matthew Hyde, the 20-year-old University of the West Indies, UWI, student who is accused of torturing his ex-girlfriend in his dorm room at the Mona campus in St. Andrew, have resulted in the matter being stalled until next year. Hyde appeared in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston on Thursday, during which prosecutors updated the presiding judge on the status of the case file that is still incomplete. A non-intimate DNA sample from the complainant has still not been submitted. Additionally, a Communications Forensic and Cybercrime Division (CFCD) report and a forensic certificate also remain outstanding. Hyde was further remanded until February 12, 2024, meaning that he will likely spend Christmas in jail. The accused has been charged with false imprisonment, malicious communication, assault occasioning bodily harm, and assault occasioning grievous bodily harm, all stemming from the incident which occurred over several days in his room at the George Aline Hall on the UWI campus in St. Andrew. Reports are that from Monday, February 6 to Thursday, February 9, 2023, Hyde held his ex-girlfriend against her will in a room he occupied on the campus, during which he repeatedly beat her and burnt her with a clothes iron on sections of her body. A report was made to the police after the woman was eventually rescued, and Hyde was arrested and subsequently charged. He has been in police custody since that time. Following a committal hearing in June of this year, the matter was transferred to the Home Circuit Court. This week's overall development as Newsmaker of the Week just ended is the latest major twist in the killing of veteran politician Philip Paulwell's 10-month-old daughter, Sarah, and the child's mother, 27-year-old Tashina Patterson, with two of the accused men confessing to their alleged roles in the murder-for-hire plot. Speculation is rife as to what prosecutors and law enforcers are working on behind the scenes following the guilty pleas last week in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston. But it seems likely that the plea deals of the convicts will result in them benefiting from possible 50% discount in their respective sentences, which are to be handed down on November 15. On Thursday, one of the three men charged in the scheme pleaded guilty to 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of kidnapping when he appeared before Senior Pune Judge Justice Lorna Shelley Williams. The second man, appearing before the same judge on Friday, pleaded guilty to 2 counts of accessory before the fact to kidnapping, 2 counts of accessory before the fact to murder, and misprision of felony. It was requested that the men's names be withheld at this time, reportedly because of security and safety reasons, among other factors. Questions are mounting quietly, especially on social media, on whether the men will testify against Leota Bradshaw, a petty officer in the U.S. Navy and mother of another child by Paulwell, who allegedly concocted the plan to kill the young mother and her child. Police said the mother and daughter were shot and their bodies burned and disposed of on September 9, this after they were kidnapped from their home on Gilmore Drive in St. Andrew the same day. The Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, on Friday, October 13, slapped Bradshaw with 2 counts of conspiracy to kidnap, 2 counts of conspiracy to murder, 2 counts of kidnapping, and 2 counts of capital murder, all of which arose from the heinous crime. When the matter was mentioned in the Home Circuit Court on that same day, it was revealed that Bradshaw allegedly made a down payment of $100,000 to 3 men, including her cousin, Roland Balfour, to murder little Sarah and her mom. She reportedly agreed to pay $400,000 more after the two were murdered. In a statement at the time from Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP, Paula Llewellyn, she confirmed that Bradshaw was in a relationship with Paulwell, and although they were not married, she considered him to be her spouse. The prosecution outlined its case against the defendants by stating that Bradshaw allegedly traveled to Jamaica with the sole purpose of killing Patterson and her daughter after she found out on September 5 that Patterson had a daughter with Paulwell. Following her discovery, Bradshaw reportedly contacted Patterson on Facebook and informed her that she was Paulwell's spouse. She told Patterson that a DNA test should be done to determine the paternity of the child. The prosecution said Patterson blocked Bradshaw from her account after a brief exchange, but Bradshaw, who lives in the United States and is a resident there, flew to Jamaica on September 6 for the sole purpose of killing Tashina Patterson and the young child she shared with her spouse. Besides her cousin Balfour, 2 other men, Roshane Miller and Richard Brown, are implicated in the grisly murder. According to prosecutors, it was Bradshaw herself who arrived at Patterson's home at about 7 a.m. on September 9 in an SUV after placing several calls to her phone and conversing with her. After Patterson and her child entered the vehicle and spent approximately 15 minutes inside the unit that Saturday morning, they were never seen again, as the vehicle was driven off with them inside it. It is alleged that Bradshaw took Patterson and her child to Stony Hill, St. Andrew, and allegedly handed her over to Brown and other persons who the court was told are yet to be apprehended. After this, Patterson and her young child were taken to Wairika Hills where they were shot and killed and their bodies burned, prosecutors said. The cousins are scheduled to return to the Home Circuit Court on December 1, 2023, when their matters are to be again mentioned. The United States Navy, which confirmed earlier this month that Bradshaw is a petty officer assigned to a talent acquisition team in Miami, USA, said its Criminal Investigative Service is probing her alleged involvement in the double murder. The Navy, in a statement to NBC6 South Florida 2 weeks ago, said at the time that it took all allegations of misconduct seriously and is fully cooperating with appropriate investigative and law enforcement authorities. Social media erupted in chatter after news of 2 of the 4 accused having pleaded guilty in the case that has dominated news headlines for weeks and has left the nation stunned. Among the reactions by some were whether the 2 convicts will be slapped with lenient sentences, given their early guilty pleas and news of reported plea deals being struck between them and the prosecutors. Why should they get plea deals? I pray that the justice system doesn't disappoint us with how they deal with this matter, a woman commented on Facebook. What plea deal? Try dem and give dem what they deserve, which is the same thing they gave a mom and baby, a man proposed. Why they never plea with the perpetrator to give the woman and child a chance, or inform a relevant person to secure them, another woman questioned. Some social media users described the murders as being plain terrifying, but opined that the possibility exists that there are good reasons why the 2 men pleaded guilty. Cruel death deserve cruel sentence in my view, but I am not a lawyer or judge or any of that. So, my guess is that something big is at play and the men may turn witnesses, a man suggested on Facebook. This life na fair anew. What a way dem, the convicts, have options and the poor girl and her little angel had none. My God, me heart still feels sick bout dem ya, another man stated on Facebook. A woman opined that, all dem case here shouldn't be no plea deal involved. Like seriously, a 10-month-old baby, she asked, referencing the horrendous death of little Sarah.